What up, everybody? It's your boy, Josh Thomas, a.k.a. DFS Up North, here with the Sharp app, talking about the Wyndham Championship this week. This is the last event before we get to the FedEx Cup playoffs. It is everybody's last chance to get inside that top 125, not only for the FedEx Cup playoffs, but for full standing on the PGA Tour next week. So for a lot of big names, not playing this week, but there's a lot of big names that are right on that cut line that, guys like Ricky Fowler and a few others who need to play well this week to really get in and play well so that they can have full status next year. But before we get to that, I want to talk about the Sharp app. Guys, we are live in the App Store. So you don't have to go do the beta anymore. You just search Sharp app in the App Store. You should see this little logo here. Download the app. You get access to all our content. You have our membership options to get our picks, things like that. If you go to www.sharpbets.app, that is the website version of it that links to the models, everything that we are doing there, you can get access to. Again, you can sign up there. If you're already a former Sportsbet Army member or a Win Daily Bets member, you get access to that already. But new people, make sure you go in and log in and sign up, right? You're missing out. Cashless Flash has been crushing. I was looking at the coaches' bets, things today, and there's just www. So really proud and excited to be a part of this team. And hopefully we're going to keep killing it. But last week, man, we talk about how golf is on the edge all the time. So if you look at the right here, my total return for the week, minus 1.75 units. Not a great week for me, but we were a lip out on a playoff hole from being plus 23 units, right? So Sam Burns missed a birdie putt to extend the playoff with Abraham Answer. We had a Sam Burns outright at 80-1. 0.3 unit bet, and unfortunately for us, it just wasn't meant to be, and that's sort of how golf rolls. For the week for the last 9 weeks we're at plus 7.492 units, still not bad, right? But it was the outrights and place bets that really just hurt us last week. And again, it was we had Sam Burns to win, but had I made a stronger bet on a Sam Burns top 10 or a top 5, this likely would have, been washed as well. So, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Head-to-head for the week was okay, plus 0.35. Usually this is what saves me. But, again, it was kind of a funky week. And we were down 1.75 units. But we're going to bounce back this week at the Wyndham and really, really smash. All right, so let's talk about the course. Sedgefield Country Club. It's a par 70, 71-31, very, very short course. You can't really overpower this course because the fairways are so tight. You need to be in the fairways here. You got to hit fairways and greens. That is the key. It's a Don Ross design. So we're going to get, smaller turtleback greens. And you got to be on point tee to green this week. And that's what we've seen with winners here in the past. Jimmy Herman, JT Poston, Henrik Stenson, ball strikers, right? Webb Simpson got his first win here. So it's a little bit, it's not going to trick you up. It's right in front of you. But again, you just got to hit fairways. You got to hit greens. And if you can heat up with the putter, you're in even better shape. 6,000 square foot greens, so not huge, not small. 25 acres fairway, 75 are rough, 52 sand bunkers. There is some water here. Number of water hazards, 5. How many holes water's in place? 6, right? But again, if you can find fairways and greens, you are going to shoot a low number. We've had Brandt Snedeker shoot a 59 here. We've had CT Pan crush and shoot a 60 here, I believe. So these guys that, you look at the list of guys who do well here, it's not saying that guys who hit it a long ways don't do well. It's just they haven't quite had like the advantage that they do every week on tour usually. So weekly betting strategy, right? How I allocate my money on golf bets each week. Total units about 4 to 5 units weekly. 1 to 2 units on outrights. 1 to 1.5 units on 4-round bets. Head to head daily. 2 to 3 units over the course of the week. 1 to 1.5 on the place bettings. Then first round leader, group betting, exotics. I don't try. I struggle. My personal skill set is not in finding first round leaders. I've found that over the years. And so it's not something that I tend to bet a lot of money on. And that's, you got to find what you're comfortable with, what you feel like you have an edge. And first round leader bets for me, while I think that they're a great way to really boost your bankroll if you can hit a couple, it's just not something that I find myself being very successful at. So I typically don't play a ton of them. All right, let's get to my outright bets for the week. And it starts with the man who is, I wish I could bet him second place. He'd probably be like minus 200 here. But Louis Oosthuizen, he's making his debut here. I'm actually a little surprised that he's in the field. I'm putting this bet in. There's a possibility we could see him pull out, but the guy's just playing great golf. So he's just going to continue to play. Maybe he takes off the first week of the playoffs, something like that. But yeah, he feels good about the way he's playing. So I'm going to keep rolling with Louis. Obviously, he's been a tee to green monster. The putter's been hot. He actually cooled down a little bit on the weekend here last week at the WGC. So maybe a little bit interesting, but he's just such a good value. 12-1 on BetMGM. So we're getting big value here at 20-1. FanDuel has the best odds. Everybody else is under 20. I think DraftKings is 18. He can play in any sort of tournament. Like I just think there's too much value here at 20-1 that I'm not gonna not be there on a guy who's just been trending, knocking on the door. He's gonna get a win at some point. So I got a half unit at 20-1. I'm gonna put a 0.3 unit top 5 bet just to kind of cover myself here in case Louis gets close and doesn't get it done like he normally does. Second bet of the day is going to be Jason Kokrak. All right. A really strong history here. He's had top 15s in the last 2 times he's played. Bermuda is his best surface. Played pretty well last week. He had one bad round, unfortunately, on Sunday. Loves a tight course that you need to be great tee to green on. Success at Copperhead, which is not necessarily a corollary course, but it's similar, right? You got to hit fairways, got to hit greens there. Putted pretty well last week on that Bermuda. He's an odds value again on FanDuel, 31-1. He's low 20s pretty much everywhere else. Unfortunately, we don't have odds at this time of this recording on top 5, top 10, things like that. So at plus 350 for top 5, that's a DraftKings odds where he's priced lower. Not something that I'm going to be interested in at this point, but if you are a Sharp Bet member, then you can find that in the coaches picks when I do put that in. Third outright, my boy Ches. So one of the best tee to green players in the field. Like he just hits fairways and greens, and if he can get the putter going, he contends. All right. History here is a bit made, but like he's 66-1 on some sites. Like I just can't get over this 100-1 on DraftKings. Like it's an easy blind 0.3 bet for me. I think that this is a really good course fit for him. He's playing good golf right now, coming off pretty solid tournament at the Barracuda. He played well at the 3M. So the guy's trending. I have 0.3 units here at 100-1, but my favorite bet here is this one right here, this plus 900 top 10. I'm putting a 0.7. So I got a full unit invested in Ches Reavie this week, but that top 10 bet is one that I am very interested in. Similarly, Ryan Armour, another 100-1 guy. He's got great history at this event, and it's no surprise, right? The guy hits a ton of greens and fairways. He had a record for like 200 and what was it? Was it 200? Maybe it's 350. I don't know, something like that. Fairways hit in a row. The guy just smashes fairways and smashes greens. If he can putt a little, like he's going to be in good shape. He struggled a little bit at the CUDA last week, but that's not a course that somebody who's as short as Ryan Armour off the tee is going to have any success at, right? He comes here at a 7,100 yard course that really, I think, is going to be a big benefit to him. And, obviously 4 straight top 25 finishes at this course goes to show that the guy's a good play. Another 0.3 unit bet at 100-1, but that plus 400 T20, that's a 0.5 unit. I might end up putting a full unit personally on there. I think that T20 is about as lock as it gets on Ryan Armour. I love him this week. Finally, another guy, kind of keeping with the trend of this video the last couple of weeks, I'm going to go with just a place bet here. Kramer Hickok. You might remember a couple of weeks ago, almost got it done at the Travelers. He lost to Harris English in that super long playoff, but guy's been playing well. He's got elite tee to green game. He hits a ton of fairways and greens. He can take it low. Good course fit. He's a solid punt value, right? I don't want at 100-ish to 1. I'm not betting him to win, but that plus 600 T20 number is juicy, right? I think Hickok's in the mix this week. I think that at plus 600, I'll take a half unit on there. Love that bet. I'm gonna, put 0.3 on a top 10 bet at 1,300, and I think that's just a fantastic value bet this week on a guy that just been playing really good golf tee to green. So in review, I got Louis 0.5 units to win 10, Kokrak 0.5 to win 15.5 at 31, Ches 0.3 to win 30. Armor, 0.3 to win 30. Those are my 4 outrights. My T5, T10, T20 bets. I got Louis at T5. Again, I'm not betting Kokrak yet. I am waiting on some odds to come out on other sites. Ches T10 at 900. Man, that's a sexy bet. I love that. Armor, 0.5 units to win 2 units. Another T20 bet. I should have that in there. Kramer Hickok T20, 600 or 6 to 1. And Kramer Hickok a 10. Top 10, 0.5 units to win 6.5 at 13 to 1. So that's what I got this week. Again, guys, check us out. www.sharpbets.app. You can see that down below there, or just search Sharp App in the App Store for iTunes. You can find it there. I'm super excited about all the content we're pushing out, and it looks sharp. You can bet from right inside the app. We are showing you the best odds at places. Love it. It is just so sleek and sexy, and I am super excited to be a part of it. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Cheers, guys.